So our attendees are still joining in, but we'll start because it's time. Um, Very warm welcome to all of you on this fourth episode of Bus Talk on safe and effective use of schools, sports infrastructure and equipment. This webinar is second in the series of our deliberations on reevaluating environment, health, and safety practices at school in the new normal of COVID-19. We are very much in this pandemic and we are trying to work out on what could be the best and the safest school operations and practices so that our children can go back to schools and enjoy their time there. This webinar is organized by Envecologic. We are a very young, sustainability-focused think tank and capacity-building firm. We are spearheading research, advisory, capacity building, thought leadership, outreach, and communications for sustainable growth. I am Supriya. I lead the social responsibility and partnership here at Envecologic, and I have Alok with me. He's the founder and CEO of Envecologic. Today, for this very interesting discussion, we have two experts from the area of sports. Sohail Tandon, he's the director and founder of Pro Sport Development. This is an award-winning social enterprise dedicated to utilizing sport for the holistic development of children and youth. Sohail specializes in the sport and development field with expertise of working with diverse groups of young people. He has a professional background in sports management and coaching with more than 10 years of varied experiences in global locations, including the UK, Canada, and India. He believes in the power of sport in catalyzing social transformation and has led the conceptualization and initiation of several sport and development projects on behalf of Pro Sport Development across the country. In 2018, Pro Sport Development was awarded by the International Olympic Committee in recognition of their outstanding work in the area of sports for all. Welcome, Sohail.
Thank you so much for having me.
We also have with us Pranav Kohli. Pranav is a fourth generation entrepreneur and part of the Stag family. Most of us would know Stag is a leading sports brand from India and is exporting to 190 plus countries globally. He has completed his undergraduate from King's College London and Masters in International Business from London School of Business and Finance. Currently, he's the Vice President Sales at Stag International. Welcome, Pranav.
Thank you, Supriya. Thank you so much.
I would like to request our founder and CEO Alok to give us the highlights from the first webinar that we did in this series and set the context for this webinar. Over to you, Alok.
Thank you, Supriya. Can you guys hear me all right?
Yeah.
Right. So our first webinar, which we conducted on the 1st of August, was a very important starting point because it set the tone for what we're really trying to do, especially with revered panelists like Dr. Lata Vaidyanathan, Ms. Sheelu Matthew, and Dr. Michael Williams. I think with educators like these, we were really able to make a foray into really understanding the problem, because the problem is not an easy one. It's a very complex one. How schools are dealing with it already, what are the challenges that they're going to face going forward. I think the more we try to figure out, the more we talk about it, the deeper we get into the whole complexity of the issue. We largely spoke about the health and safety risk, which is very synonymous to this entire issue, and all the more because it's very difficult to train and control children who are also vulnerable. While it is known that children are less likely to contract this infection, their immunity level is also much lower than adults. So that makes them very vulnerable, and especially when we talk about high population density of students in India and very high student to teacher ratio, that further increases our risks. So speaking about various risks and what kind of precautions we all need to take, There are various dimensions that came out in the last webinar. And the prime focus has to be in terms of figuring out ways to create possibilities to implement social distancing, make sure that the exposure is reduced. We'll have to introduce a number of new apps, something which was not thinkable, even a year ago. We'll have to start with the health profiling of teachers, students, and staff. Uh, a lot of these new things will have to be instituted. Carrying forward from the first webinar, we're now wanting to focus on various other aspects of areas which we look at as risk areas, because when schools open up tomorrow, even sporting infrastructure, the way children are going to play sports and games are also going to be a huge window of exposing themselves with each other. So I think that area of discourse is very important. And at the same time, the other aspect is that today, all these expensive sport, all these sport infrastructure and equipment which is lying at the school unutilized, we have to understand that a lot of capital expenditure have also been incurred. Creatively and innovatively thinking about how to also put them to better use is also a question we must answer and address. So I think on that note, Supriya, I'll hand it over to you to take it forward. And I'm really looking forward to this webinar in order to understand what possibilities and what's the way forward really. And especially with people like, Pranav and Suhail, who have been associated with sports for a long, long time, definitely longer than you and I. And in that case, their sensibilities and their ability to look at the big picture is something that I'm really looking forward to in this webinar. So over to you.
Thank you, Alok. Thank you. Before I take this further and start the panel discussion, I would like to put this disclaimer like last time once again. We are still going through this pandemic. As the situation changes, things are changing, and there are no clear or sure shot solutions to the kind of environment, health, and safety requirements that we need. And therefore, through this panel discussion and the ones that we are going to continue going further, we are only looking forward to gather different perspectives, recommendations, and possible solutions for safe school operations. I would request the participants to type their questions in the chat box, which we will take up towards the end of the discussion. Beginning this, as Alok said, the schools have two very important aspects. A school function, school operation has two key aspects. One is the academic part, the scholastic part, and one is the co-scholastic part. Everything beyond academics that support the learning and the development of children. For example, sports, we have library, we have our laboratories, we have the dance, the music room, anything that support their creative skills. All of these support the academic learning greatly, and sports primarily cover a large part of the school space. We see, there are different labs, there are different rooms, but we have big fields in the schools. We have large sports areas for different kinds of sports, because children love to explore. They have outdoor and indoor facilities which are created for sports and gaming, primarily because of the importance of this particular aspect in a child's life. Now, if we look at the situation now, a lot of this infrastructure and equipment is lying idle. A lot of this investment is just lying idle at the moment, as Alok highlighted. And we need to deliberate on how we can make best use of this infrastructure and equipment at this time, even when the schools are closed, and going further, how we can utilize this when the children are back in the school.